So this is what happened when we met our daughter's boyfriend for the first time. So I had made dinner for all of us, and after we were done eating, my husband asked our daughter's new boyfriend to step out onto the patio so that he could get to know him a little better. So the two of them took a seat on the patio, and my husband said, "So Steve, do you have a job?" And Steve said, "Yes, I do. I'm a gamer." And my husband said, "Oh, a gamer? And how does one make money with a job like that?" And Steve said, "Oh, well, I don't make money yet, but I play every single day so that somebody will hopefully invite me pretty soon so that we can play in a competition." And my husband said, "Well, that doesn't really sound like a very good idea. How are you supporting yourself, and how are you going to support our daughter with a lifestyle like that?" And Steve confidently said, "I'm not worried about it at all, sir, because God will provide." So then my husband said, "Well, what if you and our daughter decide to get married someday? You guys want to have kids?" And Steve said, "Yes, sir, we do hope to get married someday soon and have a lot of kids." And my husband said, "Well, you're going to need a lot of money. Kids cost a fortune. What are you going to do?" And Steve said confidently, "Sir, we are not worried about it at all because we know that God will provide." So then my husband said, "Well, our daughter lives on campus at school and you live with your parents. If you two get married, you're going to need to have a house. And how are you going to afford that when you don't have any type of a job?" And again, Steve looked at my husband and said, "Sir, God will provide." Well, later that evening, our daughter and her boyfriend left, and I went over to my husband and I said, "So, how did your talk with Steve go?" And my husband looked at me and he said, "Not good." He said, "The kid's got no job, no plans, and he thinks that I'm God."